Today we are starting with blending of arcs, circles, and it's very similar to tangency. When constructing an arc, to touch any two given circles, the centers of the given circles are the only points that can be used as a reference for drawing the arc. To find the center points of an external arc that touches two circles of given radii, the radius of the given circle must be subtracted from the radius of the arc and the arc struck from the center of the given circles in order to find the center point for the external arc. Now that sounds very complicated. Okay. If you want to draw a curve that touches two circles on the outside, okay, as opposed to two circles on the inside, we have to use these two center points. So you ask yourself, what is this arc over here touching? It's touching two circles, so I'm going to use the two circles to find the radius for that arc. Now if they've given me the radius of this arc, it is very simple. It means that the distance from the edge of that circle to its center point has been given. If I draw a line from the center of the circle to that point, you will notice that it is less than the actual radius. So it makes sense that we have to subtract this radius from our initial radius that we are trying to find in order to find this distance from here to here. Okay, so you're given two circles. We want to draw an arc that touches both these circles. So we take the information that's given. We know that the radius is a specific length. And if we were to draw a line from there to the center point, we know what that radius is. But we need to locate this point, so we are going to use our centers. We're going to subtract this radius and then use this measurement here to locate the radius for this arc. And then we can simply join it up. Okay, so we are going to start off by drawing two circles. We're going to put this in practice. Okay, so my two circles are going to be we're going to make them have a radius of 20. And then my large curve, capital R, is going to have a radius of 70. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center points for my two circles. So I start off with a construction line. I measure my radius of 20. Leave a gap of 30. Okay, so this construction will work with any two circles that you are given. I'm going to leave a gap of 30. And I'm going to draw my second circle. Okay, now we are going to use the information that we've got. Okay, I need to draw myself a radius of 70, and it's going to have to touch these two circles. Now if I measured the radius, I would need 70, and it needs to be 20 less if I'm going to use this center in order to find the point. So if we say 70 minus 20, that's going to give us 50. So you're going to open up your compass to a radius of 50. And I'm going to go to the center of my circle and mark off. I then go back to my ruler and I measure 70. And I draw a line going through the center of my circle in construction and extend it to the top of the circle. That is going to be my point of contact. So extend that line through the center to where it touches the circle. I can now take my radius of 70, and if I have done this correctly, it is going to touch so measure, make sure that it touches, and draw in your curve.